Hey, it's John Bollinger with Premier Guitar. Today we're taking a first look at 5 brand new Maestro pedals. Very cool new pedals from a legendary company. But before I show you all of them, take a second to subscribe below. So from left to right, what we've got is the Agena Envelope Filter, the Orbit Phaser, Maestro Tremolo, Arcas Compressor Sustainer, and the Titan Boost. Why don't I just kind of go through them one at a time? You can see what they sound like. For the record, my signal chain, I'm playing, this is my about a 16-year-old Les Paul Standard, and I'm running actually, in the beginning, I wanted to have a little loop so I could demonstrate all of them, so it's an old green line 6 delay with a looper. But I'm running into that, and then from there, I'm hitting each of the pedals in order, being powered with the one spot and running into a Fender Pro reverb amp that's mic'd to the 57 and sent out to you all. And here's our bass tone. So let me show you what they do. So first up is the Agena Envelope Filter. Essentially, it's 2-in-1. We have the low mode, which focuses on a lower filter, high mode that focuses on a higher one. Controls really simple. Sense, which is sensitivity, attack, and decay. Why don't I just start on low mode, and you can see what it does. Up here on high, now sensitivity will control this when it kicks in. When you dig into it a little bit hard, if you turn down your sensitivity, you have to kind of dig in harder for it to kick in, whereas if it's up, then it's kind of hitting it immediately. What I love about this, you can get that weird filtery sound, but you can also get, pretty close to a wah with it without having to actually, move your feet. I find these are really effective, particularly with things like a pedal steel where your feet aren't even available for that kind of sound, and you can have it doing it for you. So very cool. So next up we have the Orbit Phaser. And much like the other one, you're getting 2 sonic options. There's a 6-stage and a 4-stage. Up is the 6-stage. Down is the 4-stage. And you have 3 knobs, just like the envelope filter. Width, which obviously controls how subtle or over the top you want to make it. Next you have feedback. And that emphasizes the amount of the vocal effect, phase effect. That's almost that kind of like that Rhodes sound. And a rate, of course, is how fast that's going to sound. If you wanted that. Cool. So you've got everything from a very subtle, almost kind of a chorusing, to really over the top, almost sort of a tremolo sound. My boards, I usually have, on every board I usually have some delay, I have an overdrive, and I usually have a phaser, because it's the one weirdo effect that can give you so many different things. You've got that, you know, that sort of Van Halen one album song, you know, sound, and then you've got all these other options. So, and I think this one really sounds good. And I love the fact that you have the different six stage and 4 stage. That's really got that kind of slow Leslie vibe going to it. So very cool. Next we have the Mariner Tremolo, which, much like the other ones, gives you 2 very distinct sonic options. Up top is a harmonic tremolo. And down below is the classic. And you can hear very distinct tones. The knobs, just like the others, we have 3: depth, shape, and speed. Now, depth and speed, you got that, that's pretty obvious. But shape is kind of how hard that waveform is going to be. It's triangular when you're this way, and it's more of a square wave this way, so it's going to be more intense. Why don't we just go ahead and start on that square wave. Just perfect for that James Bond spy chord. But if you go the other direction on that shape, way more subtle. And what I like about this, the speed can go all the way up to just choppy and crazy. And then we go back to our harmonic. I prefer the harmonic setting. I find it just a little more, kind of a little more sparkly, a little more musical, I guess. I mean, a well-placed, choppy tremolo like that just does so, it's such a wonderful little, I guess, bit of ear candy for a track. So I love that. Next we have the Arcas Compressor, which, like the other 3, you have the toggle switch for 2 different modes. Up top is the low mode, which is a less sensitive pick attack. High mode is a more sensitive pick attack. 3 knobs like the others. We have sustain, which is the amount of gain applied during compression. Attack is how fast the compression engages. And finally, this is essentially volume. So the level is essentially volume. So let me kind of show you what it does. We're on. Here we are without it. Go to the other mode. kind of like it up here. It's a little more subtle. And of course, you can bring that sustain down, bring up the level, and it works kind of almost more as a boost. So great, good solid compressor. And last but not least is the Maestro Titan Boost. And like the others, a toggle gives you two different options. One up top is a high pass filter, the other is just flat. Then you have tone, and then level, which is of course volume. And this controls the high pass filter when it's engaged, or the switch. This gives you as much as 25 dB boost, which is plenty of gain. So let's start on the flat. And then, now right there, that's just on about 3/4 of the way up, and it's very loud. I won't even go all the way because it will overdrive our rig. But you can see there's a 25 is a lot of dB, and it makes the amp work a little bit harder. But it's a clean boost. But I'm sure if your amp is on the verge of breaking up, this will make it happen. Over here, I like the fact it's got a tone control. So you can kind of find it where you want it. I primarily, some people have a boost in front of their rig. I know a lot of Bradshaw systems start with a boost to kind of wake up the amp a little bit. I tend to use a boost just when I want to jump into a solo. So I like having the tone option too. So you can not only increase your volume, but highlight whatever kind of frequency you want. Bring it this way. Because you don't want to jump on a boost and have it be very shrill. Speaking of not being too shrill, that's where I get into our high pass filter. So up here, let me just go around the clock with it. Here it is with the high pass filter engaged, but turned on the low setting. Here it is off. So you can see So what I like about it, you've got a lot of different ways of kind of dialing in the tone you want. And to me, that's one of the most difficult things. To make sure you want your guitar to cut when you're jumping in for a solo. You want it to cut, but you don't want it to be shrill. So all in, this is a great addition to their line. 5 unique pedals, all analog and all true bypass, built with some of these. It's a nice blend of both modern and kind of vintagey tones all work together. So good on you, Maestro. Well done, Maestro. To read the full written review, go to premierguitar.com. While you're online, make sure you like us on Facebook, on all that social media crap. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and subscribe to the magazine. Why not? I know I do. It's John Bollinger. Till next time.